Hi friend, and welcome back to Torches, Yoga, and Mindfulness. I'm Lauren, and I'll be your coach. Today I wanted to talk to you about letting go. Has anyone ever told you, just let it go? Have you ever asked yourself, why can't I just let it go? Well, first of all, why is a distraction, but we'll get into that at another time. Today, let's just focus on, instead of asking ourselves why we won't let it go, let's move forward to let it go. So people say, just let it go. Okay, but how? Like, do they really think I want to be holding on to this? How? No one ever tells us how to let it go. We're just expected to know. But they don't actually tell you what that means. How do we let it go? I would love to let this go. No matter how I look at the situation, no matter how much I pray it away, no matter how much I send it to the ether, it just keeps coming back. Letting go isn't about pretending it didn't happen or forcing yourself to be okay with it. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of what you cannot change. I'll show you 3 steps we can start taking to just let it go. Now, these aren't elaborate, lengthy practices, but it is something you may need to come back to a couple times, especially if it's a memory and a weight that we've been carrying around for a while. Stick around. After the steps, I'll take you through a guided meditation to help you let go of a bad day. So step 1, take personal responsibility. Your peace is in your hands, not theirs. That doesn't mean what happened is okay by any means, but it does mean you get to start choosing how much power it still has over you. Ask yourself, what part of this am I still holding on to? Step 2, forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing or accepting unacceptable behavior. It means releasing yourself from the grip of resentment. And resentment is just a parasite on our minds and our bodies. It only takes. So ask yourself, what does holding on to this really cost me? Now, step 3, no one else is responsible for your experience. Waiting for an apology or closure keeps you stuck. Other people may never change, but you can. You have that power. What if you stopped waiting and started to choose peace for yourself? Reflect on the experience and memory. Take away what you can and release yourself from the rest of it. And most importantly, don't beat yourself up for having held onto it or having been upset by the experience. And instead, give yourself compassion and praise for mindfully choosing your peace over these draining, negative energies. So everyone tells us to just let it go. Now I've given you 3 steps on how we can let it go and how we can move forward into our peace. And also remember, letting go is a practice, not a one-time choice, something we may need to revisit a couple times. I, as a mindfulness coach, can definitely help you if you feel stuck with any progress in releasing and letting things go. Please feel free to reach out if you're interested in working with a mindfulness coach. I do offer remote or in-person sessions where we can work through those things together. Now to get into our guided meditation. Of course, I do have some tools here that I would use in my practice if you want to incorporate them into yours today. I brought you in a little closer here so you can see the gemstones a little bit better than we may have been able to. So of course, rose quartz we've got that we can incorporate into our practice. Rose quartz always helps to bring that compassion and calming energies in. And then we've got the smoky quartz, wonderful, strong grounding energies to bring you back down to earth, especially if you're feeling like your emotions are really heightened at the time. And then we've got rhodonite, which is rich with self-love and great for helping to heal those old hurts. And it will gently guide you to a place of peace and calm. And we have amethyst. Amethyst shows up in almost all of our guided meditation videos. It's always going to be a wonderful choice, especially when we're dealing with thought patterns, our minds, our beliefs. This is always going to bring us that This is always going to bring us that clarity and calm we're looking for. And in this instance, amethyst can also help calm and soothe that anger we may be experiencing to help create the space for the calm and the healing. I've got moonstone here as well, something I like to use, and it can just be that beacon of light in those dark times when we're being pulled into those old hurts. Set you back just a bit so I'm not right in your face. I also have my journal here. So taking the time to journal, even if it's just for like 3 minutes, giving your emotions a voice, getting them out on paper, and taking that time to reflect on an experience and what you can take away is extremely valuable. After the meditation, check out our other video posted this Mindful Monday, where we get into the science of why journaling actually works and how we can practice it in our busy lives. So journaling, good way to go. So next we've got jasmine. If you've got the right kind of jasmine, you can make it into a tea to drink before or after your meditation. I've got a bunch of jasmine here. I also use it to make a very moisturizing kind of leave-in conditioner rinse for my hair when I wash it. But for our practice today, jasmine helps soothe anger to help us open up for love, compassion, forgiveness, and peace. And then I also brought in today rose. Rose helps to heal despair, to soothe grief and shock, and to release traumatic energies. If you don't have the flowers, you can certainly use a jasmine or a rose oil. Remember, diluting them if you're going to be using them on your skin. And also you can get a diffuser like this. This is a necklace charm, and I like to use in my practice sometimes. So it's got a little locket on the bottom of it here, and you just pop the locket open. It's got a little lava stone in there. And then you would just apply a couple drops of whatever oils, and you can mix them up, pop it closed, and wear it during your meditation for the aromatic benefits of the oils you want to use. So if you're ready, go ahead and start to find yourself to a comfortable seated position, and we'll get into this meditation. All right, friend. So as you're ready in your comfortable seated or laying down position, let's start to take a couple deep breaths here. In through the nose, really feeling the chest expand, the abdomen expand, releasing, exhaling longer than we've inhaled. Deep inhales here. Exhale, releasing all the tension in your shoulders, your jaw, your back. Allow your body to relax. Take one more deep cleansing breath in and out. Allow your breathing to come back to its natural rhythm. This is your time to unwind, to release, and to remind yourself that today was just a day, not your whole life. Gently bring your awareness to this moment. Feel the support beneath you, rooted to the earth. Notice the rhythmic flow of your breath, steady, effortless. You don't need to change anything. We don't need to label anything. Just simply observe. Now begin to scan your body without judgment. Notice how you're feeling, physically, mentally, emotionally. Now gently call to mind the moments of the day that felt heavy or difficult. You don't need to relive them. Just allow them to arise like passing clouds. What emotions do they bring? Frustration, sadness, exhaustion. As each feeling emerges, notice where it shows up in your body. Perhaps a tightness is in your chest, a heaviness in your shoulders, or a tension in your jaw. Just simply observe. Now, rather than resisting or pushing these feelings away, give them permission to take up all the space they need. If you feel tightness, ask, do you need to get tighter? If you feel heaviness, ask, do you need to sink deeper? Let the sensation expand if it wants to, without fear, without force, just witnessing. As you do this, you may notice a shift, an unraveling, a softening, a lightening. Now place a gentle hand over your heart, your belly, or anywhere that feels right. Imagine sending warmth and kindness to the parts of you that held on to the struggles of the day. Whisper to yourself, I see you. You are allowed to feel this. You are still whole, even in difficult moments. Breathe into these words and let them settle in your being. Now imagine gathering all the weight of the day, the emotions, the tensions, the thoughts, like autumn leaves in your hands. With your next exhale, picture the wind carrying them all away. Breathe in deeply, drawing in peace and lightness. And as you exhale, release all that no longer serves you. Do this a few more times, scooping up any remaining leaves and allowing each breath to bring you a little more ease, a little more space. As you rest here, notice how your body feels now. Does it feel lighter or softer? The day has passed. You are here in this moment, whole and complete. Remember, you are not your hardest day. You are so much more. As you're ready, start to deepen your inhales, welcoming fresh oxygen, feeling the chest and the abdomen expand. Start to welcome a little bit of movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. When you're ready, gently bring awareness back to this room and flutter the eyes open, letting the light back in. Welcome back, friend. How do you feel after that exercise? Do we feel a little bit lighter, letting go today? Please remember to be kind to yourself when dealing with tough days, rough experiences. There is no timeline on grief, on healing, on anger. Allow yourself to feel those emotions and allow yourself to then release them and just let it go. Feel free to reach out if you have any trouble or if you feel stuck and would like to work with a mindfulness coach. Remember, I offer remote and in-person sessions. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stay present, stay kind to yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friend.